4689, 10/18, 2005.
Doc, you gotta clear this up for me. What are you saying here? The kid's gonna be okay, right?
So this is your new office?
Yes, Stephanie's way of punishing me. As if living with her all those years wasn't punishment enough.
She certainly delights in making you suffer.
Oh, she sits up nights thinking of new ways.
Ugh. What a sad, sad waste of time.
Well, she's a sad woman these days, I'm afraid. She's consumed with revenge.
You never thought it would come to this?
No, I didn't. But it has. And I'm not looking back. Oh, why would I? When looking ahead is so enticing.
Press release for the new line.
What about it?
Well, if you've finished it, then that would give me
Wait
time.
a minute, that's not my area of expertise. Why don't we have Gil and PR do that?
Yeah, okay.
You heard.
It's only all over the building. What are you thinking,
Oh,
Stephanie?
I don't know. I suppose I wanted to humiliate him as much as he's humiliated me.
By relegating him to the basement. Mm-hmm. Really, really. Stephanie, how do you expect this company to survive when you're doing something like this?
Don't tell me it doesn't bother you.
What?
The Nick is with Bridget only because of the baby. Because it sure bothers me.
I don't know any such thing.
It's true,
I'll
Brooke.
tell you what's true. Nick's heart is with Bridget in every way that matters.
Every way but one.
Dante, please. Nick and Bridget are finding their way back to each other. And the baby is a very special part of that. But not for the reason that you think.
It's serious, isn't it? The baby
isn't in any immediate jeopardy. But there is an increased possibility of a miscarriage.
Oh, God.
No, not Doc. Look, I don't care what you have to do, or how many specialists you have to bring in, but you make sure you do that, because we are not losing this baby. It's too important to her. It's too important to both of us.
I wasn't even sure that I'd find you here. Mm-hmm. No, I mean, I was under the impression that Stephanie had you, terminated.
Well, she did, actually, in one way or another, but I came roaring back, challenging her for ownership of the company.
Legally, you mean?
Yes. Unfortunately, the lawyers have warned us that a protracted legal battle could actually bring Forrester down, and so,
So Stephanie reluctantly reversed her decision.
basically she still has control. But I love this company so much that I don't care what the conditions are. I'll stay here until things get better.
I strangle that woman with my bare hands for treating you so deplorably. Honestly, Eric, how could she do this to a man that she supposedly once loved? Not to mention the fact that you have... Why are you smiling?
Why? You know how wonderful this is? To hear you defend me like this? It almost makes it worthwhile to have Stephanie kick me around the way she did to know that you still feel this way.
You have every right to be hurt and angry. You have every right to even fight back.
You bet I do.
But is it easing your pain? Is it making you feel any better?
Yes.
No, not the woman I see standing here. You've got this huge office and no one to help you run this company. Look, we all have our faults, including Eric. But I am starting to think it's about a little bit more than you being angry about this trust. There's a fine line between love and hate.
You refuse to see anything good in Nick when it comes to Bridget.
He almost ruined her life. I'm sorry if I don't like the guy too much.
Even so, they are still married. I think you should step aside and...
And what, put my feelings aside? Give Nick another chance to prove himself? Again? Brooke, I came halfway around the world to be with Bridget. I left my whole life behind to be with her. I joined her family's company to be with her. A family that I'd like to be part of one day. So if you or Nick think that I'm going anywhere, I'm not. Because I love Bridget too much.
So exactly what is wrong, Doctor?
The ultrasound revealed that you have an incompetent cervix.
What does that mean?
It means that I have a weakened cervix.
Which is sometimes problematic as a baby gets heavier, presses on the cervix, which causes it to start to open before the baby is ready to be born.
Well, so what do we do here? Is this some kind of a medical procedure, or surgery, medication? What?
Well, at this point, we just keep an eye on things. It's always best to be cautious. Though, if there should be any bleeding...
I'll tell you right away, believe me.
But that's it? I mean, isn't there something else we should be doing?
Nick, it's okay. Really, I know what we're dealing with here, so it's just... It's all right. It's basically just a little scare, right?
I'd say your biggest concern is making sure your wife doesn't overdo it. Not that I'm recommending bed rest or cutting back your hours at the hospital, but...
Doc, please, Doc. First of all, I apologize for getting so upset before, but I promise you she will be taking it easy. I promise you, because she's the most important thing in the world to me. And this little girl here, she's okay. She's okay.
You've been a godsend to my daughter, Dante. But if you're holding out hope for a life with her,
You don't see it happening, do you?
I think it's inevitable that Nick and Bridget will be together, yes. I was just trying to spare you the disappointment.
And I'm trying to spare Bridget a life with one of your leftovers. Which, by the way, you should be thanking me for. But you're not. We both know why, don't we, Brooke?
By the way, I'm aware at your last exam that you didn't want to know the sex of your child. But I do have that information right here.
Should we?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. Well, actually, having you here with me and sharing all of this, it's kind of made me realize that I want to know.
Let's have it, Doc. Boy or girl?
It's a girl. I'll give you some privacy.
You are carrying our daughter inside you.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I still haven't forgiven you for dumping me for Brooke.
And yet, you are wearing the dress I gave you.
Yes, well...
It looks stunning on you, by the way.
Thank you.
Although I would make some changes. Just perhaps lower the neckline here a little. Here.
Yes, I'm sure you'd like that.
Take the dress off. I'll do the alterations right here.
You are a very naughty boy. I might have to punish you. Except I think that you've suffered enough abuse at the hands of Stephanie.
Stephanie, yeah.
I can't believe. I can't believe that I heard what you just said. I thought you were a good psychiatrist. I can't believe you stand there and say to me, you think that I'm still in love with Eric?
Stephanie, it doesn't make you a failure to admit you still have feelings.
I have never said that I don't still have feelings, but love? After the hell that man has put me through?
I'm not saying he hasn't hurt you. But for you to admit that you're still vulnerable, I mean, is it logical? Is it rational? No, but since when is love anyway?
I don't even know why we're having this discussion. Too much has been said and done to ever go back.
Well, I know you still admire qualities about him. You admire his talent, his devotion to this company and to the people who work in it, his devotion to his family, which, by the way, is the most important thing that the two of you still share, your children. Look, I'm not saying that this will be easy. I don't even know if it'll be possible. But if there's some way that you can just look past everything that's happened, maybe there's a way, you can find a way for you and Eric to work together and run this company. And I don't know, maybe you can salvage a remnant of your marriage in the process.
Eric, this isn't the time or the place.
This is the perfect time and the perfect time.
Not for what you have in mind. Besides, before anything like that happens again, I have to be sure.
Sure that I'm over Brooke?
Over Stephanie. And I am not certain.
Jackie, don't be silly. If Stephanie were the last woman on earth.
But she is not. She is the woman that you fell in love with, that you married, that you had children with, built a company with, a company that she now is in control of, a company which you adore, Eric. There is a possibility that you could get back into a relationship with Stephanie, if only to get back Forrester Creations.
No, Jackie. You're stupid.
There are feelings there, Eric, whether you acknowledge them or not. And I can't afford to be jilted. Not again. If I let you back in.
Of course. Given the mistakes that I made. Jackie, there is no possible way that I would go back to Stephanie. And given the woman that she has become, how angry, bitter she is now. Now and there's you. So warm. So wonderful. She supports me in a way that she never did. And never will again.
Please don't make this about Nick and me. I had the best of intentions in coming here.
I'm sorry, okay? It's just driving me crazy because I just want what's best for Bridget and the baby. I can't just leave your daughter to a man who's just gonna hurt her. I mean, he's done so much damage already. And now he's got regrets. And he wants to make it up to Bridget and their child. God forbid something happened to that child. I just have to wonder. I mean, is it possible you might be wondering about the same thing too?
Wow. You talk about a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's been quite a day.
You know, I can probably admit, on one hand, to the times I've actually been scared in my life. That was definitely one of them.
Well, thank God, everything's all right now.
Maybe better than it's been in a long time.
Nick.
You mean so damn much to me. I just wish that I had the words to make you believe that, because I know if I don't find those words, if I can't make you feel that I could lose you and this little girl. The thought of not having you two in my life, it just kills me.
Please stop, please.
No, I won't, because I know I've said it before, but I want you to really, really listen to me. I can't undo the past, and I can't fix the pain that you felt. But I can promise to love you and this child for the rest of my life, with every cell in my body, in small ways, in big ways, every way that I can. But in order to do that, you gotta let me in. Now, look, maybe I'm asking too much, and maybe I don't have a right to ask.
I'm not going to deny that I definitely wanted to just hate you.
Yeah?
I've tried really hard to hate you, but it's... Just looking at you here, and I just saw that fear and the joy that went over your face. It made me realize that Well, it made me see how important that our daughter really is to you.
And us,
everything
and
you
us,
want for
and
her.
us. Don't forget us. You and me. Our marriage, our future. But the question is, do you love me? Do you love me in that special way? Can I put this on you?
Yeah.
Now I want to put this on you. And I want to make something clear. That you're never going to have a reason to take this off again. Because I'll never give you one. You have my vow and my pledge to love you forever. The three of us.